Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and today's video is just gonna be kind of like a, what do they call them, chit chat get ready with me kind of thing. I just finished washing and coloring my hair, and so I thought I would put on some makeup and just kind of get ready to go nowhere. Really, I got nowhere to go today, but I don't know, just felt like getting ready. So I guess I was just thinking we could do like kind of like an update or whatever. You know, a lot of things been going on. So if you guys are interested in just hanging out while I put on my makeup, then let's get into it. All right, I put on a headband because hair's sticking everywhere. I'm kind of just gonna get ready, and I don't know, I guess maybe if you guys want to see what I'm using, I'll just kind of like randomly show you or tell you whatever. I probably won't go into details about it, but I'm going to start with my eyes. My mirror's right here. Okay, so to start all of this off, we just moved we were stationed at Fort Benning, Georgia, and we are now stationed at Fort Carson, Colorado. But when we were stationed in Georgia, we were actually living in Alabama. The schools were better there, we liked it. It was a bit further of a drive, but it was worth it to us. And we loved our house and everything, so we were kind of sad whenever we found out that, you know, it was time for us to move. We loved the weather down there and everything, minus the tornadoes, but fun fact, we had a tornado warning here in Colorado yesterday. I was like, nope, I don't like that either. But we've been here in Colorado in our new house for almost 2.5 weeks now, and so far so good. It was, oh my gosh, everything's moved around. Okay, I'm still trying to find everything. Nothing's in its set spot, and so I still need to work on this room. But yeah, we're really enjoying the house. There's a lot of things that we really love about it, and then there's some things that we don't really love about it, like the master bathroom. Although it's a lot bigger than what we had before, it's not as updated, and the shower is smaller, and there's no like built-in seat, and like the finishes aren't as nice. And the cost of living is a lot higher here in Colorado than it was in Georgia and Alabama. So, you know, we paid a lot more for this house than what we did in Alabama. Oh my goodness. Ooh, making messes. So, but the kids absolutely love the house, and they are settling in quite nicely. Jackson, he just keeps walking around saying, I love my new house, I love my new house. So, if you have not seen I kind of started a PCS series here on my channel, and PCS is like permanent change of station. If you don't know what PCS are, military acronyms and all that. So I was planning on doing a lot more. I don't know what eyeshadow to use, guys. I'm not doing anything fancy. I'm gonna use this one. I love this eyeshadow palette. It's from Dollar General. It's like $5 and it's amazing. But I started that, and I did, you know, the pre-moving kind of video and stuff, and I was supposed to do one that was having to do with unpacking. But that got a tad chaotic, and stuff just ended up going on. And filming was not in my mind at all to do. So that didn't really end up happening, and we did have some kind of, you know, crazy dramaness and all this stuff with the movers. I need a matte shade. I'm also gonna go in with the Nubian Juvia's Place little mini palette. And yeah, like our packers were okay. Well, we thought they were okay while they were packing us, but then when we were unpacking, we realized how they packed. Although there was very minimal things that were broken, we had like a broken mirror, a picture frame, like little things not worth filing a claim for. But they really did not handle a lot of our stuff with care. I mean, even the kids' toys, like, yes, they're just kids' toys, but they're expensive, and they were literally just dumped in boxes, and it kind of hurts your heart to see, knowing that, you know, we buy these things for our kids. Toys, yes, they're, you know, it's cheap plastic and stuff, but Dustin works really hard, and that's, you know, the money that he earns, it's almost like they're just like throwing it away. And I was like, oh my gosh, it was just so sad. I'm just glad nothing was broken or damaged or lost, which leads me to the entire, the movers situation. So the company that we were given for the truck driver, they have like a policy thing where they don't touch anything. Literally, the truck driver, semi-driver, just sits in his truck for 12 hours, eats, sleeps, naps, whatever, does not leave. And there was like movers that were contracted, and it was a nightmare. Like, guys, I'm not doing anything fancy. It's not even gonna be great. But it was literally like this guy and these two young kids, like they were literally 18 and 19 years old, and it was like their 4th time ever on the job, and the older guy that was there was like their supervisor, and they were so slow that supervisor gave them like no direction, and then like not even halfway through, a couple hours in, like he was like loading our boxes in the semi, really like tight and nice and everything, and then all of a sudden he gets heat stroke. So he literally just stopped working, and these two kids, 18 and 19 years old, are stuck loading up all of our stuff, our boxes, our furniture, everything onto this semi, not knowing what they're doing, and their supervisor, and they drove there. They drove 2 hours from where they lived to where we lived to work. So they all drove in one car together. I did find out though that the young girl and the young guy are boyfriend and girlfriend, and then their supervisor was the boy's cousin or something like that. They didn't tell us until like the end. But he just like stopped working. They didn't bring water. They didn't bring lunch. They did not come prepared at all. And typically we are usually pretty good about, you know, having cold waters in the fridge and, you know, stuff like that. We typically buy breakfast or lunch or whatever, but you have to be good. And these people sucked so bad, like so bad. This guy was just like, he came inside our house and just like laid on the floor. I put pictures up like on my Facebook and stuff like that. This guy, he's like laying on our floor in the living room, like butt hanging out, underwear out, like just laying there forever. And then he was like sitting in the garage. He like ate Dustin's lunch because he was dying or whatever. And I'm like, oh my gosh. So he literally just ended up sitting in that girl's car for the entire day doing nothing but smoking cigarettes and laying down. And so we were furious. Like, we had to be out of our house and we had to be moved like the next day. We were leaving town the next day, and we still had to do like our clean out and everything of the house, and it was just awful. We called, like Dustin like made a bunch of phone calls, talked to the company and everything, and they ended up bringing another guy out. He's like I think he was just like a regular, he contracts himself or something like that. He has his own business or something, I'm not sure. But he was like this older guy, Mr. Clyde, and he's been doing that job for like 40 years, and he literally knocked out everything like on his own. And let me tell you, like, these movers were so bad. Dustin moved every oh my gosh, okay, calm down. Every box from upstairs, every bedroom, every single room in the house, he moved it all himself into the garage and like organized it. So all they had to do was go from like the garage to the truck outside. And like typically we don't do anything. That's the contractor's job. Like that's what they do. And we just sit there and watch. I mean, how great is that, right? But you assume that you're gonna get some decent people, decent workers who know what they're doing. And that did not happen for us this time, and we were just furious. And so let's just say that supervisor looking for a job, because that is not how that company was looking to be represented. We spoke to like the main guy, and he was furious. We sent him pictures of this supervisor laying on the floor, dying, just sitting outside on his little blanket, smoking cigarettes, and they didn't wear their uniforms or nothing. Like it was just awful. So luckily Mr. Clyde came and saved the day, and we were able to get out. Dustin and I cleaned and everything. Luckily, my mother-in-law and her husband, they came into town ahead of time because they helped us out. They drove Dustin's car for us from there to here. And they helped out with the kids. They kept him occupied. Like we were like living out of the hotel. And so, yeah, they took the kids swimming every day. They took them to the movies every day. They saw all kinds of great movies because it's like walking distance, and they hung out and they just had a great time, which was so nice because we did not have to worry about, we had enough to worry about than just the kids being bored and causing chaos and having meltdowns. Like we are babysitting those employees basically. So that was super nice. I'm gonna clean up my under eye here. I'm not doing anything fancy on my eye look today. Let's see. And so we ended up taking 3 days to drive here. We were given more time, but with everything Dustin had to do to work on Monday, we left town on Wednesday. So we drove we left town on Thursday. So we're on the road Thursday, Friday, and then we got here on Saturday afternoon. And then Dustin and I we were still living out of the hotel, and Sunday we came over, and we just like, we had to like mow the lawn. Like the grass was like 2 feet long. It was crazy. And we did like the walkthrough of the house and pictures and filled out all the forms and, all that good stuff. So, and then I did like vacuum the floors and everything, because the house has been sitting vacant for over a month because we've been paying rent on the house for like a month already, and we were still living in Alabama. But we were hoping that we were going to be here a lot sooner, and when this house came on the market, which has a really good school district, we jumped on it right away. So we're like, oh, that'll be fine. So we ended up just having to pay double rent. And I just used my Wet n Wild matte primer, and then I'm going to go in with my e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer and just kind of do my my T-zone area. And that just fills in your pores to make it smoother. And it's supposed to be like a dupe for the Tatcha Silk Canvas, and it's like $8. But then, let's see, Dustin had to sign into work on Monday. So that was like slightly stressful, knowing that he had to go into work and all that. And our household goods were also being delivered on Monday. So that seemed to go fairly smooth. It was a very long day. We have 3 levels of this house, and we've got a huge basement with the storage area. Then like it's like the playroom, and then there's like another double door, and it's like a huge storage area. We put like our gym down there. We got like storage stuff, everything. So it's pretty awesome. And then we have the regular floor, and then we have upstairs where all the bedrooms are, and 2 out of the 3 bathrooms. So there was a lot of stuff that just got moved to the basement. So it took a lot of time, and there's no like walkout into the basement from the outside. So like these poor guys are just carrying boxes and heavy stuff down all these flights of stairs. Like, it was brutal. Like, I'm pretty sure they wanted to die the next day. Okay, so I'm gonna use my foundation. This is I'm not even sure. I got this at like Marshall's. It's the Genius Feather Light Foundation. And I don't even know what shade it is, but that's what it looks like. And it's like a dupe for the, you know, the Unique foundation. I think I have it. Let me see. Do I have it? No, I don't have it. So that foundation, it's like, it's fine. It's super expensive. I don't think it's worth the price, but this is a dupe for it, and it's really good. And I paid $6 for this. So, and I'm running out of like foundations, and my skin tone is changing. Like, it's like 30 different shades from like being super tan in the South to now being here. And yeah, I'm struggling to find a shade right now. So I'm just gonna put this on. And it's super light, like light coverage. Like, it's really, if you've never seen the Unique one, it's very like liquidy. So I'm just doing that. I don't need any super full coverage or anything today. So yeah, it was like a super long day. It was about like a 12-hour day, because not only did they like unpack everything from the truck and bring it in your house, they have to assemble everything too. So they have to put together, like, if they took your TV stand off of your TV, like they have to put that together. Like, anything. If they took your chair apart, they have to put your chair back together. Our game, like pool table thing, they're responsible for all of that. And then we had originally signed up for the unpack. So basically they were supposed to unpack everything and then take all the boxes and packing paper and everything with them. They were already here for 12 hours. Like, they didn't leave till like almost at 8 o'clock at night. So, and that was just unloading the truck. So, so we're like, okay, well, you know, we're just gonna do it ourselves, because we don't even know where things are gonna go or anything like that. And how am I supposed to be able to track, you know, if something's broken or anything like that? So, so we did that. And then, you know, once that, you know, no more hotel living, we're living in our house now. That's just kind of chaotic with 2 kids, my in-laws, you know. It's crazy. I did not even think to pull out my phone to, you know, vlog or anything like that. So I just like got to work, and I just started taking stuff out of boxes. Like, usually it's like the kitchen, you know, necessities, things that we need. I started doing first. And so, yeah. And it's been like, what, like 2 weeks now, and we are pretty much, we're like 99% unpacked. The only, like, we have no more boxes, no more paper. They ended up coming back on Saturday. It was kind of a fight, but we got them to come back and pick up all of our boxes, packing paper, trash, everything. So we didn't have to worry about that. But all of that is gone, and the only thing we have left to do is really hang pictures and like decorations and stuff. Like, all of our pictures are just hanging out in our living room, in the front living room. And so, that's like about it. And then I need to just finish up my beauty room. Still gotta figure this out. Oh, my concealer, I'm using the ColourPop No Filter Concealer. This stuff is really good. I really like it. It's like $8, and I really like it, but I'm almost out. I am almost out of a lot of stuff. I'm just filling this out with my same brush that I use for my foundation. But yeah, things have they've slightly settled down now. Dustin is all finished doing his in-processing. here at Fort Carson, and now he's officially started up with his new unit that he's with. So yeah, he's back to work full time, and it's just me and the kids here. I've done some school shopping already. School starts on Thursday, guys, August 1st. It's insane. Luckily, the kids are super stoked about it. They weren't at first, and it's kind of cool. Jack's school teacher is our next door neighbor. Like, what are the odds of that, right? And he really likes her already, so I'm super excited. Tomorrow we are going to the school to do like the meet and greet and all that. I haven't met PJ's teacher yet, but luckily the school's not very far from where we live, like literally walking distance. But they are still going to be riding the bus because it's part of like their IEP, and it's really good for them, and I kind of like it. I don't have to leave my house. But because we are new and how late we were here and everything, like the paperwork wasn't able to go through. And so we're not going to have any bus transportation for about a week. So I am going to have to be taking the kids to school, which I was slightly terrified about, because anytime in the past I've had to take them to school, it was like a nightmare. Like, they don't do well with like the transition and like the separation from me. But it's been a while, and I've been talking to Jackson about it, you know, kind of psyching him up, and he seems to be cool with it. He's like, he's ready. He's like ready to go to school, Miss Kaiser. And then he'll tell me, you know, like, Mommy, go to school, say bye-bye, and all this stuff. So I'm like, okay, all right, this may not be as bad as I'm thinking. So fingers crossed it goes smoothly, and they keep the excitement up for the whole year, because, you know, starts out exciting, and then they're like, this isn't as fun as I thought it was. So then they start getting grumpy. But hopefully they make some friends and they enjoy their school and all that. We are working on getting the kids in half days at regular school and then half days with ABA therapy. But we have to get it approved by TRICARE. So, because we are new here and we haven't seen our doctor, it takes a month to get a stinking doctor's appointment. So it's gonna be a work in progress. Not sure if it's gonna happen right away and all that, but we just think that them learning, you know, life skills are gonna be way more important than learning history. I mean, they've lived in Washington, Alabama, now Colorado. I'm like, how many histories are they gonna learn? They're gonna learn all 50 states history, and that's not gonna do them any good. They need to learn life skills, and that's where I think ABA is gonna come into play. So fingers crossed, hopefully that works out. So let's see. All right, and this is like a sculpting powder. This is the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer, but it's like their sculpting bronzer. And then this is their just deep bronzer. And I love this stuff. Look, guys, I've hit pan. And if my face, it looks weird, but you know, I'm not going anywhere. So I'm not being too picky. But I feel like I've gotten quite pale since living here. I'm gonna sculpt that under that jawline to hide any kind of double chin action. I'm not sure if this lighting either. I may actually look even weirder in person because of the lighting, but I don't even care. Who cares? So for my highlight, I'm gonna use this one. I got this from my Ipsy bag. It's the IBY one. It's just like a little, like a goldy champagne-y color. And so I'm gonna put that on first because I tend to go a little heavier with my highlight. And I saw this on somebody else's video. You do the highlight first. Isn't that pretty? Don't mind me, I'm just gonna glow. hate doing my eyebrows, but I look weird. Okay, so then I'm gonna go in my blush. So, okay, where else are we? I feel like that's about it. Kids are starting school, and then I don't know if I told you guys at one point before we moved, I actually applied for a job. I've been a stay-at-home mom now for about 11 years, and both the kids are in school all day, and I was like, maybe I should look for a job. And I was like, well, I need something with the kids' school hours, somebody who's flexible and all this stuff. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna look at the school district. Ooh. Looking at the window, there's a tow truck that is like neon pink. That caught my eye. What? Squirrel. So I applied for that, which is really weird because being a stay-at-home mom for like 11 years, my resume was like nothing really, right? So I never did hear back from it. The job, it wasn't at the kids' school, but it was like at another school just down the street. And it was like a lunch lady kind of position. Not really a lunch lady, but you like hang out in the lunchroom, you help kids open up their lunch, make sure nobody is picking on each other and all that, and then you wipe down the tables. I mean, or you have like recess duty, you watch the kids have recess after lunch. I was like, I could totally do that. So I applied for that. I did never hear back from them, which actually was like a good thing. With the way things went with our move and everything, and the kids not having transportation to school and me having to pick them up and drop them off, you know, just like being available, which was always the best thing about being a stay-at-home mom, was having the availability and just being there for my kids, no matter what. We don't live near family, or, you know, being at a new place, you don't know anybody really, and so not having anybody to rely on but yourself. So that's always just been the benefit of being a stay-at-home mom. But having some extra income was such a nice idea. Like, the cost of living here in Colorado is a lot higher than what we were used to, and just, you know, being able to bring in a little extra bucks would have been nicer, you know? Maybe a couple extra nights we weren't eating ground beef and having a steak. You know, so, or just saving up for Christmas or birthdays, whatnot. So yeah, but I've made friends with Jackson's teacher who lives next door, and she knows a ton of people. Like, she's been teaching here like forever, basically. So it's nice. I was talking to her about it, and she, you know, she may know some people. I put my name out there once we get, you know, a lot more settled and stuff like that, and maybe help me get a part-time job there at the school. Assuming that Jackson and PJ, they can do well with, you know, the idea of me dropping them off and picking them up. It maybe, you know, opens up the idea of maybe they will do okay if I ended up getting a part-time job at their school, because literally it's like half a mile down the street. Like, it's like in our neighborhood. It's crazy close. And so, I don't know. You never know. So keep your fingers crossed, and hopefully maybe something will come up with that. Oh. Okay, this is the black eyeliner I'm using now. This is the LA Girl Glide Gel Liner. These are amazing. I love these. And you get those like Rite Aid for like $3. And so, but yeah, kids going back to school. It's gonna be kind of sad. I'm gonna miss them. I've spent a lot of time with them this summer, and but I am also looking forward to getting back my free time, you know, because they are in school all day. I'm free all day, and so it's nice to get that that mommy time, and I get to start discovering Colorado Springs. We literally live near like everything, like every restaurant, every store. Like, I've got an Ulta and a Sephora less than a mile from my house. Like, it's craziness. Like, in Alabama, it took us like 30 minutes to get to anything, and nobody delivered out to the boonies. Like, nobody. and now we just live near everything, and it's so great. But I need to start like checking out like grocery stores. Like I've been to a couple of them, like Safeway, which I've always loved, and we got a King Soopers here. We've got Sprouts and stuff like that. So I'm gonna start doing some like meal planning and stuff like that, trying to do more of like a food budget, and coming out with better ideas. We of course get stuck in the same rut of eating the same things all the time, and so I need to spice it up, but I need to find some good deals. So that's my plan, to go look at all the grocery stores and see who's got good deals going on, so I can make some good dinners. And we're trying to be a lot better about sitting at the table together as a family every night. We've been doing okay so far, but we really want to be good about it, you know, like at least 5 days a week, like during the week of school and stuff, like sitting at the table together as a family. No electronics, no nothing, just, you know, old school talking. And kids ignoring us, basically. That's basically all it is. And yeah, trying out some new keto recipes. Like I'm not fully keto. I'm kind of just more low carb. During this like whole month like move thing, we ended up doing like the whole let's eat what we have because we're moving and we don't want to waste it. And then we ended up eating out a lot while we were living out of the hotel and traveling, and junk food, gas station food, potato chips, which is like my everything. So I ended up gaining like 12 pounds in like a month. Oh my gosh. Ah! That looks awful. I just screwed that up so bad. Oh God. That looks terrible. So terrible. I didn't mean for it to be that thick. So, but you know, that Monday when our stuff arrived, I'm like, all right, no more eating crap, no more junk, no more crap. And I've been doing well so far. I've had a few lapses, like when you go to Costco and you got that berry parfait thing. I had to have it. I just had to. We did not live near Costco in the South. They didn't have. It was like a 2-hour drive to Atlanta, and that wasn't worth it. So now we've got one 2 minutes away, and we went and got a membership and stocked up on some stuff, and I had to have one of those berry parfaits. And then my favorite salsas just here at the grocery store now. It's a New Mexico salsa, but we're so close now that they keep it in stock, and chips and salsa. I'm brown, guys. I needed it. I need chips and salsa. So I treat myself every now and then, usually more now. But I try to be like, watch my portion size. Like I could just sit with a whole bag of chips and a whole jar of salsa. So I have to really portion it out and making sure I'm not going overboard. But so far I've lost about 7 pounds and starting to fit back into my clothes because I was feeling chunky and swollen. Like whenever I eat like crap and a ton of carbs, my body just bloats and it gets awful. So now I finally feel like all the bloat is gone. So I'm starting to feel back to normal. Not 100%, but getting there. Okay, I'm probably gonna fast forward through this. Okay, they don't match at all, but I don't even care. I'm not even gonna try to fix it because I'm not going anywhere today. I'm just getting ready together with you guys. So that's my fitness journey, and our basement area that I was telling you guys about, we kind of set it up into a gym. We got a punching bag, we got a row machine, we got a weight bench, we've got bars and dumbbells and ab rollers and resistance bands and all that stuff. So I'm gonna try really hard to stick to it, because y'all, I'm turning 34 and it's just getting harder and harder and harder. So I really got to do it. And I have all this free time during the week while the kids are at school, so I have no excuse except for the fact that I hate working out. I don't like it. It's not fun. And I want to do it. Can't I just, somebody do it for me? All right, what do I got left? I think just mascara and lips. And then we will be done. Oh, and then setting spray. This is what I've been using so far. This is the Maybelline Lasting Fix Makeup Setting Spray. It's up to 16-hour wear matte finish. And it's a huge bottle. And I spray a lot. And it seems to be lasting me quite a bit. You don't really need that much, but it feels so good. And don't try to talk or move or it will crack and leave weird marks on your face. Okay, I'm gonna speed through mascara and then we'll pick out a lip.
This is the Ico. I think I've told you guys about this before. I got it in like Etsy and I really like it. I think it's expensive, so I'll probably never rebuy it.
All right, we'll just go with that. All right, and lipstick. Yesterday was National Lipstick Day, and I didn't even wear makeup, didn't wear lipstick, didn't buy a new lipstick, nothing. I just talked about lipsticks. So, okay, so let me tell you guys about this lipstick. This is the Wet n Wild Mega Last liquid lipstick in the shade High Pitched Wine. And I don't think they even make these anymore, but this is like one of my all-time favorite shades, and it is the worst formula ever. But I'm trying to find a dupe for it, and I've yet to find an exact dupe, but the closest I found is this one. It kind of doesn't look like it in the light, but they are very similar. But this is the ColourPop Ultra Matte Lip in the shade Tool. But still not exact, but it's very close. And the matte ColourPop ones are not my exact favorite either. They're like, they get kind of dry and crumbly and they don't really last. But if you guys know a long-lasting liquid lip in this as a dupe, let me know. It is so pretty. Ooh, I'm gonna wear this one. This is an amazing formula, guys. This is the CoverGirl Melting Pout Matte. And you can buy these anywhere, and they are so good. They're very comfortable, and they last forever. This is the only shade that I have, and this is the shade... I don't know. Did that say? There's no shade name on it. Isn't it pretty though? Oh wait, All Nighter. It's a shade All Nighter. And it is so good. I highly recommend it. I need to go back and get some more shades of this formula. I'm running out. I wear this often. It's like my go-to. that so pretty? It's like weird. That's like my nude, like my everyday kind of shade. But I really love it. So, but okay, let's take this out. I think it's time to deal with this mop. So that is going to be it. This is my look for the day. Nothing crazy, going nowhere. So, I hope you guys enjoyed this style video, just kind of a catch up since kind of seemed like a lot of stuff has gone on. But I'm gonna try to get back to like a regular filming schedule. I'm gonna try. I'm kind of like running out, like I've got ideas of things I want to do, but a lot of it costs money and it's just money that I don't have to spend on it. So I got to come up with some fun video ideas that I can do that aren't gonna cost me money, because I love to spend money and I love to shop and I love to do all these things. Oh, but I am thinking, because I did hear that the Goodwill stores here are amazing. So I'm thinking about maybe doing like a $10 look challenge, or, you know, trying to figure out something to do with that, because I think that'd be totally fun and I can do that on a budget. So that is it. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day and I'll see you next time. Bye.